First things first, man. First order of business. Alright, why you single? 2025. That seemed to be one of the most, talked about topics. Talked about like issues, you know what I'm saying? Dating, advice, game, men, women, them hot topics in the media space that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Them hot topics. You can always get viewers talking about that. I don't think that'll ever go out of style. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own perspectives on this and that. Everybody got a way of thinking when it comes to this or that. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to this dating shit, the dating pool, you know what I'm saying, as they call it. Shit gets serious. You can drown out there, you can get sick out there, what can happen in the pool, man? Shit. Yeah, all type of shit can happen in that pool, man, that dating pool. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all the, once again, I did this last week, but shout out to all the happy couples out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the relationships, that's thriving, that's maintaining. Whether you're in the honeymoon phase or whether you getting through it, making it work, or whether you at the finish line, y'all done been there, done that, y'all older now, whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, black love, white love, Asian, whatever culture you is, love is love. So, shout out to that. Let me go and get that out the way first. You know what I'm talking about? Alright, so why is you single though? Why is you single, my nigga? Why is you single? Baby girl, young lady, older lady, bad bitch, city girl, respectable woman, whatever title y'all choose to put on it. Why are you single? You know what I'm saying? Now, me personally, well, this ain't about me. But I throw in something. Me personally, I think that depends on the person, the individual. Only that individual can answer that. You know what I'm saying? If they keep it real with themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I would say my answer, as to why people might be single. But this is my personal reason. I'm gonna get into why I think men single and why I think women single. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all a few reasons. But just a conclusion, just a motherfucking, a brief answer. If I had to give a, gun to my head, people just don't keep it real with themselves. If people keep it real with themselves, and who they fucking with, but I'm gonna say keep it real with yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100 with yourself first. That'll go a long way. But that's my answer, man. People don't keep it real with themselves, therefore they don't keep it real with their partner. You know what I'm saying? And maybe shit just don't work. You know what I'm saying? Cause, being single is, and it's a, everything got a cause and effect. Everything got a cause and effect. And I think people being single in 2025, that's like an effect to a cause that's been happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into them though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into them, and yeah, for the most part, cause you know people want. I think people genuinely in their heart they want in their minds too. Actions as well. You know, some people walking it. You know, some people being what they want. You know what I'm saying? Cause if you want a loving person or a kind person or you know just a real person, then that's what you gotta be. You want a loving person, you gotta be loving. You want a caring person, you gotta be caring. You want a a strong stand on business, stand up person, then you gotta be a strong stand on business, stand up person. You know what I'm saying? So it's people out there, man. You know they getting their mind right. You know they trying at least. You know putting in a little work. You know what I'm saying? But I can understand why shit just don't be working. Or, I can kind of understand why people be single. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. I'm single. You know what I'm saying? I can understand. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the men. I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why men single. I think. Cause this is I ain't never seen this many single people ever in my life. And I got a lot of life experience, you know what I'm saying? 39. So relationship like I bet if it was some type of statistics out there, I'm willing to bet, back in the day or just years before, the percentage is lower than what it was in the past. I can guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? I see and know a lot more single people than I used to know and see. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why I think men single. You know what I'm saying? And ladies listen, men listen. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me where I fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me where I was right at. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? This is not. I can't say these are concrete facts. I can guarantee you these things go on between men and women that I'm gonna speak on, guaranteed. But I can't. That's something. This is on an individual by individual basis, as far as something like this being single type shit. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about that, so ain't nothing. I ain't saying this just cold cut facts. This is my opinion, but I know this shit go on. Yeah, this shit go on. Might not be everybody's reason. Might not be every man's reason. But I know men are going through this and doing this. So, let's go and get into that. Alright, one reason. One reason right here. And it ain't no top 3 or no shit. Just 3 reasons. Alright, 1. I'ma say it's just too easy for us nowadays. When it's this easy to get women or a woman, at least one, shit, it make it hard. It make it hard for a nigga to be like, I want to get in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? When it's so easy to access women. Yeah, like it is so easy to access women in 2025 due to social media. I me personally, every time I go on Instagram, I see some of the most beautiful women I done ever seen in my life. Oh my God. And they half naked. It ain't just a face. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just a shape. You actually get to see it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that shit's supposed to be like that. I don't think we was programmed and designed to like maneuver through these distractions. It can be done. It is and has been done. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's people in happy relationships right now. It's people that's married right now. You know, it's people that's together right now. It's people that's, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, on the way to, you know, the end of the road. You know what I'm talking about? The, you know, the finish line. So we know it can be done, and it has been done, but I don't think we wasn't supposed to see all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I can talk to her. Hit this button. It's gonna go to a inbox, a DM, you know. And I can say what the fuck I want to say, and she gonna get it. It's gonna go right to her. Bing. She'll get a notification. It don't supposed to be like that. It don't supposed to be that easy. It don't supposed to be that easy. Nigga don't gotta leave the crib. Like back in the day, what I'm used to. Like you had to step. You had to you had to go outside. You had to be somewhere. You had to go do shit. You know what I'm saying? To really, you know, have your thing going on. You know what I'm talking about? Like it wasn't no, you know, it wasn't sitting at the crib getting on the phone and I can talk about whoever I want. You know what I'm saying? I can sit at home all day and just shoot shots. And I can switch them or I can miss them. Who cares? It's all, you know, it's all a plus. But, and there's no loss. So, you know, that just changed everything, man. You had to go outside, you had to step, you had to have some little confidence, you had to have, you know what I'm saying? Like you had to get introduced, you had to go and be around, like you really had to, you had to like really do something to get something. Now you can do nothing and get something. Yeah, man. So one of the things I feel like there's just too much. You know, as far as men, you know, I'm a man, so you know we will. You know what I'm saying? It's just too easy. It's too easy. The women easy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it really ain't no preferences or standards. You know, from the lower class to the higher class getting chose, the lowest of the low getting chose, highest of the high getting chose, everything in between. So, shit, it's way more women than men, anyway. So you know, we kind of got an advantage on the women. You know what I'm saying? Not all men can just work magic like that. It's men that, you know, might be deprived, but not like it used to be. Not like it used to be, but in the grand scheme of things, man, you know, the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poor. So, if you know, you know. But that's one. Alright, two reasons why men are single in 2025, or so many or more. You know what I'm talking about? Alright, I'm gonna say I hear too much of this down low shit. I hear too much of this quote unquote gay shit, or this nigga this, or this nigga. I hear too much of this down low shit, man. I hear too much of this getting your ass ate, getting your butt played with, and I hear too much of that. I hear too much about rumors about this nigga, that nigga. Man, I'm talking about regular niggas, street niggas, rap niggas, church niggas, go to work niggas. I'm hearing too much, so I'm gonna say a nice reason why, you know, the men single is because there's a lot of this down low shit going on. I'm hearing too much about it. Like, you know, I'm hearing names that I know. I'm hearing names that I don't know. You see the shit people put on social media. People get exposed. So, man, I don't know. So, but the fact, we see shit on TV, on social media, you know, on the internet. I'm gonna say internet. I ain't gonna say social media. On the internet, we know it's a certain lifestyle or culture going on, you know. So, just trying not to fight with reality, you know. I'm gonna say that's a reason number 2 why niggas single, cause it's a lot of this down low shit, or like nigga like down low activity type shit. And if a woman know that, she probably fuck with you, but she probably ain't gonna fuck with you. I don't know, but I'm gonna say that's reason number 2. You know what I'm talking about? And that can be the same for women. That can be the same for women. A lot of women, you know, are, you know, they are gay as well. So, that's a dynamic. Like I said, that's a effect from a cause. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's right in front of our face. You know, it's been pushed and pushed and pushed right in front of our face. So, that's just something you notice. All right, so. The third reason why I say, Chanel, what's up, love? What's up, love? All right. The third reason why I say men single in 2025. All right. So I talked about the lesser type of guys. This for the straight on point, you know, above average guys. You know what I'm saying? That your niggas with money, or just niggas on top of their game. They got a little something to spend. They got their business. They got their crib. They got their cars. They got money to I ain't gonna say blow, but they got money to play with. And a lot of niggas do got money to blow. Young nigga, old nigga, you know what I'm saying? Just niggas, period, in general, that's on the market. You know what I'm saying? If you one of them ones that's on top of your shit, you know what I'm saying? You got it to spend, you know what I'm talking about? You go to work, you got your hustle, you know what I'm saying? You might be still in the trap. You might got a career. You went to school or something. You know what I'm saying? You got your business. However you get it, you on top of your game, right? Alright, so for y'all niggas seem to think just cause you on top of your game, a bitch gonna fuck with you. Nah. That is not the case in 2025. Back in the day, it used to be, if you had bread, or if you had your own crib and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you was him. That's not the case in 2025. A bitch don't give a fuck what you got. She wants something. Don't get it twisted. She wants something, and she'll do something for it. But it ain't gonna be the main reason she there. You know what I'm talking about? Not in 2025. You know what I'm saying? Or just, you know, I say just recently, or just like in these days of time, you know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, man, they don't really give a fuck about what you got, type shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got it, they want it. They don't mind getting something. You know what I'm saying? They'll play their role. They'll do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But she don't give a fuck. She'll go fuck with that broke ass nigga. She'll go fuck with that nigga with no car. She'll go fuck with that nigga that's just got out of jail. Or in and out of jail. She'll fuck with the nigga that don't like to work or hustle or always blowing his money or just whatever. Just he ain't on point. She will fuck with a lesser nigga and be happy, nigga. Fight for that nigga, all that shit, nigga. I'm telling you. Have his baby, all that shit. And she'll say, fuck you. Real talk. Not literally, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So, for my own point, above average niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how you feel. Because majority of y'all the ones single. The niggas with, like, nothing going on, no motion, they the ones in relationships and shit. They the ones, like they get mad play. Straight up. Straight up, nigga. They got the babies. You know what I'm saying? They the ones got, 6, 7, 10 kids, 5, 4, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all your blessings. We ain't downplaying that, All kids, all children, you know what I'm saying, all seeds, they blessings, goddammit. But we just speaking real, you know what I'm saying? We just speaking real right now. You know what I'm talking about? So don't think cause you got bread, nigga, she wants you, nigga. She might put on a roll to see your ass spend something. But nigga, she telling her homegirl you a lame or you this or like don't think it's sweet. She will not fuck with you if it, you know what I'm saying, like that. You know what I'm talking about? So, that's for them. So I just gave you 3 reasons. Why, men probably single. You know what I'm saying? In 2025. Alright, now it's time for the women. I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why I think why women single in 2025. You know what I'm talking about? Too much access. I'm gonna say too much access. You know what I'm saying? Too much access. Like I said, you can pick up your phone and see any nigga you was trying to fuck with. And that's just too much. Niggas ain't ready for that shit. Women ain't ready for that shit. That's too much. You can like you can pick up your phone and just see all type of guys. You can have access to these guys. You can, that's too much. That's too much. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to go nowhere. You ain't have to fix yourself up. None of that. That's too much. That's too much. You know what I'm saying? That's a good way to get yourself, caught up. And when I mean caught up, I ain't talking about like in some dating or relationship shit, cause you single, so you can't cheat on nobody. But what I am saying, you can get yourself caught up in the game. You know what I'm saying? You can get yourself caught up in the game. You know what I'm saying? You keep on having this access, and you ain't. And this for the women. Now I ain't talking about. I'm off the niggas. I'm talking about women now. You know what I'm talking about? So you can get yourself caught up like just in the game. Sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta sit down somewhere sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You can get caught up just, over 2 years you look up. Damn, I'm up 10 bodies. I'm up 8 bodies. I'm up such and such bodies. You gotta sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, sit down for a minute. You know what I'm saying, ladies? Y'all can't just stay single for years and years and years and shit. That's my opinion. My opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's how you rack up bodies. Hell yeah. So I'm gonna say the access. The access is getting both of us. You know what I'm saying? It's distracting both of us. Period. So, boom, that's one. Alright. 2. And I ain't gonna name the obvious reasons, like, women got attitudes and they got mouths and they don't shut up or woo. Nah, we ain't talking about that. Any real nigga can work his way around that. If he choose to. Sometimes we don't choose to. But if we choose to, we can work around it. That don't mean it's good, but we can work around that. Some type of way, type shit. But like, I'm just naming what I see going on in the culture. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just naming what I see in the culture and what I see from women. Like, I'm gonna say, y'all gotta quit being scared, man. Y'all gotta quit being scared, bro. Y'all just scared. A lot of women scared, man. Like you think a woman won't love and wanna be all that shit. Boy, stop. They do not. They scared of love. Y'all gotta stop being scared of love, ladies. That's y'all worst fucking fear. Is being in love. So that's the reason why y'all single. Y'all don't want to fall. Y'all don't want to go through the process. You want a shortcut. You want to, you want to just wait at the finish line. You don't even want to do the race. You just want to be at the finish line. Let the nigga race. Let the nigga race and race by itself. I meet you at the finish line, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nah, yeah, y'all gotta quit being scared, man. Y'all gotta quit being scared and go and fuck with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta quit being scared and go and fuck with a nigga. Hey, it ain't. Look at it like this. Doing it your way ain't got no results. Your way is saying, you know what? I'm scared. So I ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't predict the future. You know what I'm saying? I can't make sure that this is gonna work out. Cause I can't predict the future. I gotta take this shit day by day. So y'all just don't even do it. Now y'all will fuck on a nigga y'all like. Or a nigga with some money, or a nigga that you feel like you can work with, either or. Them 3 different guys, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And they get treated differently, by the way. But what I'm saying is, y'all gotta really start fucking with niggas that y'all like. DJ Gunner Hendrix, what's up, fool? Appreciate you watching. Yeah, y'all gotta start watching. Y'all gotta start fucking with niggas that you actually like, man. That actually get that pussy wet. And that's the only way, like, I ain't seen it no other way. Ladies, I know y'all want the nigga to like you more than you like him. But the shit don't work like that. When a nigga like you more than you like him, this shit don't be working. Y'all leave the nigga. Eventually y'all stop fucking with the nigga at some point. But the nigga that you like, you run from that nigga. You don't even fuck with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He probably don't even know. You don't want to get too deep with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. But I understand it because I live and I done had certain experiences. So yeah, they scared of love, man. They don't want to fuck with a nigga that they like. Or, you know, deem to be of her standards. You know, they will gladly, you know, go to the clearance or like go to the thrift store and get something versus going to the mall, going to Saks, or yeah, they'll go to City Trends and get something and be happy with it and fuck with it. But eventually that shit just die. You know what I'm saying? They know when they like a nigga more than the nigga like her that, you know, they be stupid, they be all in love, but that shit be in y'all head, man. That's cause y'all do them niggas like that. So it really ain't nothing but a reflection, a projection. Like, y'all know how y'all do when y'all get with a man that like y'all way more than you like him. Y'all know how y'all do him. So y'all automatically feel like, oh, if I get with a guy that I really like, and I really like him, he gonna do me like that. Mom, don't necessarily mean it. Don't necessarily mean that. But that's two though. That's two. The last reason why I feel like women single in 2025. In 2025, why they single, man? 2025, shit, cause y'all motherfucking wanna be. I think women single cause they wanna be. Yep, that's the third reason. That's the third reason. Cause they wanna be. You know what I'm saying? Cause they wanna be. You know, flat out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no rocket science shit. It ain't no this ain't no genius level, you know, shit. Man, that shit cut, dry, plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? Cause they wanna be. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen a woman want something and not get it. Swear to God, I ain't never in my life. Man, the universe do not play by women, man. Never in my life seen a woman want something and not get it. Well, y'all women be achieving all type of shit. Real talk, y'all be achieving all type of shit. You can't get a nigga. You don't want one. You don't want one. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know, you know what I'm saying, where I was right, where I was wrong.